Hello everyone. In today's lesson, we are going to start our second lesson about the linear equations. Basically, it is solving the linear equations. And here what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss about 2 to 3 types of equations. They will be the linear equations, but there will be specific forms. The first is when you have the variable with a negative coefficient. For example, I have an equation 4 minus 2x is equals to 5. So in this case, how we can solve this kind of equation? The best thing is you always make the coefficient, like the variable part, always as a positive value, means the coefficient should be positive. And here the coefficient is like -2, so we have to make it positive. So the first step to solve such equations where you have the coefficient negative is change the place of the that variable term. So what you can do, you can bring this term which is -2x to the other side of equal to, from left to right or right to left, and then the sign will be changed. So 4 is equals to 5 plus 2x. And let's say same type of question, but a slight different is given as 4 is equals to 5 minus 2x. So here also, because this is a negative term, -2x, and the variable term is having a negative sign here, so you would change its place across the equal to. So you will shift it to the left side. So it will become 2x. And here this is a plus 4. So it will be 2x plus 4 equals to 5. Remember, when no sign is given before a number or a letter, we consider it always positive. So now once you make this variable part as positive, now we know how to solve it. So this equation can be written as 2x plus 5 is equals to 4. So first what I will be doing here, 2 is multiplied by x and then 5 is added. To solve this equation, first I will be subtracting 5 from both sides. If you don't understand why we are doing so, you can watch my first video about the solving linear equations. So 5 and 5 would be cancelled, and then 2x is equals to -1. And to find out x, we have to divide by 2. So we will be getting x is equals to a -1/2. Same way here, we will be doing 2x. 4 is added here, so we will subtract 4 from both sides. So 2x will be equals to 5 minus 4, which is 1. And after that, we will be dividing this equation by 2. So x will be equals to a half. So always remember, if your coefficient, if the x term, the variable term having the coefficient as a negative value, so just change its place across this equal to sign from left to right or right to left. Now, second type of questions are when you have the variables on both sides. Variables on both sides. For example, I have 3x plus 6 is equals to 2x minus 9. So in this question, we have 3x variable on the left side of equal to and 2x on the right side. Now the easiest way to do this question is bring the variable only to one side. Okay, so what we can do for that, like here it is 2x, so you can bring it to the other side, or we can say that whatever is the smaller of these values, like 3x is given and 2x is given, we cannot say small, but just look at the coefficient. Whichever is the smaller coefficient, you just subtract it. For example, we have 3x and 2x, we have to remove one of them. So we prefer to remove the positive one, because by doing so, what will happen if I remove this one, this plus 2x, we have one term as 3x and one is 2x. If I will be subtracting this one here, so if we will be subtracting here this 2x, So by doing so, what will happen? This is 3x plus x is equals to 2x minus 9. I will be subtracting 2x here and 2x here. By doing so, 3x minus 2x, we will be getting just an x. X plus 6 is equals to 2x minus 2x will be 0 minus 9. So we are getting this x plus 6 is equals to negative 9. And after that, we can take away 6 from both sides. So we will be getting x equals to negative 9, negative 6, which means it is negative 50. Now let's say the same question I do by subtracting 3x from both sides. If I subtract 3x from both sides, you can get the answer again, but there will be an extra step. So we have 3x plus 6 is equals to 2x minus 9. I am subtracting 3x from both sides. So I got 6 equals to, now 2x minus 3x is negative x minus 9, because 2 minus 3 is negative 1. But if you write negative 1x or you just write negative x, they are one and the same thing. So we got 6 minus is equal to negative x, negative 9. And I explained this thing just now, that if you have a negative coefficient of the variable, you have to change its place. So now I will bring it to the left side. So it will become x plus 6 equals to negative 9. And then you bring this 6 to other side. So negative 9, negative 6, or you can say you are subtracting 6 from both sides. So x will be equals to negative 15. Still we are getting the same answer. Okay, so we don't know what is x, but we can say 3x and 2x. So this 3x is the bigger number here, 2x is the smaller. So always subtract the smaller one. Okay. Next comes the third category of the questions where we have fractions across the equal to sign. So, and the fractions will be complete fractions, like a over b is equals to c divided by t. It should be like this way. It should not be like a over b plus something is equals to d plus e over f. No, not like this. It should be a complete fraction. This a can be anything very complicated. It does not matter. It can be a full expression also. Like for example, you have x plus 1 over 3 is equal to 9 over x minus 5. So it is possible, but it should be a complete fraction. Numerator upon denominator on one side equal to numerator upon denominator on the other side. So in this case, we always prefer, whenever you have fractions with an equation, we always prefer to remove the denominator part. So the best way is do the cross multiplication. So a will be multiplied by d, and this is equal to b multiplied by c. Okay, you can say that you are making the denominators equal, but I think this is the easiest way to consider, that you do cross multiply. So for example, we have this question. Let's say we have one question here. X over x plus 1 is equals to 3 by 4. So in this question, we have fractions on both sides. So we can do cross multiplication. So by doing so, it will be 4 times x, which is 4x. And that is equals to 3 times x plus 1. So here is 4x. Remember, because here we have two terms, so better to keep them in bracket because 3 is in multiplication. If I write it without multiplication, that means it will be like 3 is only multiplied with x but not 1. So because we have more than one term in multiplication, so keep them in bracket. So 4x is equals to 3x plus 3. And then we have variable on both sides. We just learned how to solve such kind of questions. We have 3x and we have 4x. So 3x is smaller, so I will subtract 3x from both sides. By doing so, 4x minus x will be equal to x, and that is equals to 3. So this is my solution. Okay. So these are the three types I discussed in this video. These are all in, like, see, dependent on each other. In this, while solving this fraction in the, fractions equation with fractions, I use the previous one. Okay, I hope these concepts are clear to you now. Thank you.